Revelio.
Thank you again for delivering those potions to Madame Lawing. Saved me a lot of time and trouble. A wise decision. Thank you. I hope to see you again. Farewell for now. A wise decision. Thank you.
투명마법 먼저 사용하기. 여기 어디 가야겠다.
You'll not cast successfully.
여기로 가서 밖으로 나가서 적들이 있는 곳으로 가서 투명 물약 한번 사용하고 썬더볼 한번 사용하고
Revelio.
빠르게 달려서 나간 상태에서 비행마크 금지 구역이 사라지면 빗자루를 써서 날아서 빠르게 가서 저기 있는 바로 저 섬까지 가는 겁니다. 썬더브루를 착용하고 바로
Yes.
빗자루를 빨리 사서 바로 도망치면 됩니다.
This could prove dangerous if I'm not careful.
지도를 열어서 호그와트 지도를 열어서 퀘스트 샤프그 요소한테 돌아가기. 마법 약 표시.
Revelio.
샤프 교수한테 말을 걸고
Have you finished your assignments?
I finished the tasks, Professor.
Well, well. I trust you are meticulous in your efforts. After all, shortcuts only ever lead to shortcomings.
Yes, sir, of course.
Good. Ordinarily, I'd say it's not my concern either way, but you... I want to make sure you're well prepared. Talent and resolve are a potent combination. It would be a shame to let that go to waste.
Thank you, Professor.
Don't let it go to your head. Now, let's see how you fare with Diffindo. Wand at the ready. Focus. Diffindo can be dangerous if you're not paying attention.
일단 마법을 하기 전에 스페이스 F 왼쪽 스페이스 F 왼쪽
Very good. It seems you have a grasp on Diffindo. I would encourage you once again to practice here in the classroom, for your sake and that of everyone else.
이렇게 교수님이 쓰라고 가라고 말을 하면 이렇게 마법 인형 앞에서 T를 누르고 마법 주문 아까 배웠던 거 디핀도를 하고 인형에게
It's a pleasure to have a student who actually heeds instruction.
그러면 이제 퀘스트는 클리어입니다. 그리고 다시 퀘스트를 열어서 이제 제일 쉬운 거 이거는 지금 진행을 하고 있는 거라서 패스를 하고 호가와 교수님의 과제 더 스파이어 근처에서 비행하기 킹브리지 탑에서 수역 비행하기 그러면 퀘스트 추적을 걸어놓은 상태에서 출구로 나가면 지도에 퀘스트 위치가 뜹니다. 이제 더 스파이어 근처니까 800 800이면 여기네. 여기랑 일단 그러면 탭 3 집방이 빗자루를 타고 최대한 높은 곳에서 올라간 다음 전력 조절 아마도 이거 같은데? 뽕뽕뽕 탕 탕 탕
There we go.
그다음에 위치로 이동 가끔씩 가다 보이는 지형등을 잘 확인하시고 미친 거 없네요. 저기는 일단 시프트 누른 상태에서는 질주이기 때문에 적절한 위치에서 시프트를 한번 눌러서 딱 떼주고 속도를 줄여주고 위치를 적절하게 조절한 상태에서 시프트를 눌러서 이건 무시하고
That's it.
클리어니까 착륙을 한 다음에 저기서
I'd remember. Did you hear that?
무시하고
Another pitiful beast caught in my trap.
간 상태에서 이거를 누르고 그다음에 코가와 교수니까 지도를 눌러서 호그와트 지도를 누르고 여기 성 입구를 클릭한 상태에서 이런 전투가 아직도 진행 중이네. 그러면 노래 BGM이 잔잔해지면 M을 누르고 호그와트 지도, 호그와트 정문, 순간이동. 그래서 코가 교수님은 바로 여기 2층 계단 타고 직진.
Welcome back. Have you finished?
Reporting back, Professor. Assignment's all finished.
Well done. Shows good discipline. Wisdom is a golden snitch, as they say, and you're proving a skilled seeker in that regard. Let us practice our restore momentum. A charm, incidentally, created to stop quaffles from plummeting straight to the ground during a Quidditch match. Precise, deliberate movements.
주문을 시전하기 전 커맨드를 확인. 마우스 왼쪽, 스페이스, F 오른쪽. 오케이, 스타트. 왼쪽, 스페이스, F 오른쪽. 일단
Very good. I recommend practicing your new spell as much as possible. Perhaps before you leave here.
가기 전에 똑같이 키를 누르고 마법 주문 아까 배웠던 거 레스토 모멘텀을 적절하게 원하는 위치에 세팅하고 한번 사용.
Arresto momentum.
That's it. Keep it up.
교수님이 저렇게 말하면 나갑니다. 원래 이렇게는 안 해도 되긴 하는데. 그리고 다음 퀘스트를 위해 퀘스트를 열고 일단 이게 이제 끝났을 거기 때문에 지도를 눌러서 비밀의 방, 필요의 방, 그래서 대형 재배 화분을 클릭 후 보름초를 획득. 12초 남았네. 딱 퀘스트 2개 끝나니까 이제 완성이 되었네요. 보름초 줄기 획득. 그리고 퀘스트 세 가지 식물을 모두 획득한 후니까 이거는 뭐가 챌린지 일단 뜬 거 그리고 멘트를 늦게 뜬 거 다 제거해주고 재능도 2개 있으니까 하나씩 찍어줘야 되거든요. 오래가는 저주 저도 지속 저주와 같은 효과야. 데미지를 받는다. 화염 화살이 적들에게 향해 날아간다. 뒷별선은 추가 공격, 디핑도는 적들을 베어낸다. 그리고 글래시우스 마스터는 적이 얼어볼 때 깨지면서 파편이 튀고 적에게 충격 추가 데미지. 지금 가장 필요한 거는 이걸 것 같긴 한데 지도를 열고 호그와트 성에서 이제 할 건 없으니까 호그스미스 지도 여기서 식물을 사야 하기 때문에 저희는 이렇게 데스캡으로 가야 되니까 빠른 위치에서 텔포.
Not saying I don't cast the odd cleaning spell when no one's looking.
안 한 게 있는지 확인하기 위해
Revelio.
레벨 주변에 상자가 있는지 확인하고 상자를 먹기 위해 이 눈알 상자는 근처에 가기 전 투영 마법을 쓰고 숨은 상태에서 열고 획득하면 됩니다. 획득했습니다.
I told you not to go down that path.
일정 거리에 간 다음에
Revelio.
그래서 상자 있는지 확인하고 이렇게 가서 가까이 갔다가 걸렸으면 뒤로 갔다가 뛰어서 쓰고 가까이 가서 한 번 더 리드.
Revelio.
상자가 하나 더 있으니까 들어갈 수 있는지 한번 확인하고 자물쇠에 걸린 건 알로 후무라를 배워야 했기 때문에 나중에 배워서 오는 거로 하고 그래서 빠르게 가고
Revelio.
이게 노란색 있는 건 전부 다 하나씩 획득해주고 호그와트레거시에서 제일 중요한 건 사운드 플레이, 사플입니다. 그래서 확인하고 저기 또 있으니까
Hope you're not here for an autograph break, because I'm not entirely sure I have them in stock. Such a wee bairn giving a thrashing to a troll! Oh, I can't believe it!
이제 저희가 얻어야 될 게 두 가지의 식물이었죠. 맨드레이크랑
Oh, I'm always thrilled when a young one makes a wise purchase. I can tell you'll go far. Doors always open. You be sure to stop by
세 가지
soon.
전투 식물 맨드레이크, 깨무는 양배추, 베네스 텐타큘라 등 후 동시에 사용하기. 일단 그냥 쓰면 아까우니까 저한테 가야 되는데 일단 또 만만한 적에게 가야겠네. 세 가지를 동시에 사용해야 되니까 또 빗자루를 타고 저기 있는 위치로 이동. 하고 바로 써주고 바로 써주고 퀘스트를 클리어했으니 이제 교수님한테 돌아가면 됩니다. 그래서 갈릭 교수님에게 돌아가기.
What are you up to now?
바로 뒤 돌아서 저기로 갔네? 여기 있네?
Perhaps a hybrid. Bouncing tentacular.
I've finished the activities you assigned me, Professor Garlic.
Wonderful. I hope you gained a greater appreciation for the flora in our lives. I am forever enraptured by it. Just yesterday, I spent hours pruning my self-fertilizing shrubs and flutterby bushes. Didn't realize how long I'd been at it until the sun began to set. Well, if there's one thing I love to see more than my plants thriving, it's one of my students doing the same. Now, ready to learn flipendo? Chin up, keep a light grip, and it's all in the wrist. Let's see you give it a go. You will want to focus with this spell. Nothing as mortifying as knocking back a colleague when all you wanted to do was move a few pots.
스페이스를 누르고 스페이스.
Wonderfully done! If you'd like to practice a bit more, you're welcome to do so here in the greenhouse. Just mind the plants, please.
그래서 주문을 똑같이 배운 거를 그냥 플립핸더가 여기 있네. 착용하고
플립핸더!
Look at that! You're a natural.
보라색 까먹는 거고.
Revelio.
한 번씩 안 한 거 있는지 확인해보고 띠링 소리가 들리면 어딘가 이제 못 찾은 게 있다는 거니까 오른쪽 이렇게 한 번씩 사운드 플레이가 제일 중요합니다.
Revelio.
띠링 소리가 없으면 클리어. 그래서 이제 안한 퀘스트가 있는지 확인하고 이제 메인 퀘스트로 바로 진행을 하겠습니다. 제일 가까운 거리에서 스태프. 현재 호그와트레거시는 기존의 유튜브에 1년 전에 진행했던 방송이 있었지만 지금 2회차로 새롭게 플레이하니까 스토리가 기존 1년 전하고는 조금 틀릴 수가 있어요. 그래서 기존 이제 1년 전에 유튜브는 다시 보실 수 없고 지금 2회차로 진행되는 이 스토리는 빠르게 이제 메인 스토리만 진행할 예정이라 서브 퀘스트는 따로 진행을 하지 않습니다. 이제 진짜 중요한 서브 퀘스트나 이제 갈레온이 부족해가지고 이제 돈을 수급해야 될 때 빼고는 이제 전부 다 퀘스트는 스킵이 될 거예요. 여기 서브 퀘스트는 이런 서브 퀘스트는 이제 거의 다 스킵이 될 거라서 이렇게 메인 퀘스트만 진행할 겁니다.
Revelio.
Over here.
일단 가기 전에 저거 텔포 한번.
Intriguing place, Zanbakar's tower. Lovely view.
그다음에 대화.
We're not alone.
We are not. Ranrock's loyalists. Around a dozen I can see, but could be more.
Can't we apparate past them into the tower?
We could, but we've no idea what's in the tower. More importantly, however, I'd like to know why they're here. They've set up camp just ahead. I suggest we investigate a little before doing anything else. Let's go.
Well, this isn't ideal.
No, it isn't. This way. And I'd suggest we use the disillusionment charm here. No sense in announcing our arrival.
Wouldn't mind a plum job at Gringotts. Suit me.
Quickly now.
Lumos.
Stay hidden and cast Petrificus Totalis.
근처에 가는 거였나?
Petrificus totalis. Well done.
연계 주문이.
Who is it?
Hello?
Petrificus totalis.
What was that? Feels like I've been at this for hours.
Revelio. Petrificus totalis. Revelio.
시각에는 보이고.
Revelio.
Orders. Directly from Ranrock.
These orders indicate that they're after something to do with names. What names? And why here? Revelio.
I will draw blood. You explain the stench. Put me down! Cover up white. Kill spells glance on the That was meant for me. They won't get away with that! I've been fighting with it.
Many goblins have always been antagonistic towards wizard kind, but this is different somehow. I'm glad. Looks like we found the entrance.
It's locked. An unlocking charm.
Revelio.
Very handy. No time now, but if you don't learn it soon enough, you can work on it back at the castle. I imagine these brooms have been enchanted for centuries. Never seen an enchantment last this...
Welcome to San Bakar's Tower. Revelio.
Hello, Professor. Did you say Sam Bakar's tower?
I did. Professor Bakar is a keeper you have yet to encounter. I'm glad to see that I was correct in presuming that we would meet again soon after our last encounter. Though I surmise, based on the commotion I heard, that you did not have an easy time getting to me.
We did not, Professor. We encountered goblins outside the tower.
That goblins were aware of my vault is disquieting enough. But if they have also made a connection to this tower, then the threat may be greater than I thought. All the more reason for us to move forward. Downstairs, near the entry, a reservoir of ancient magic, like those you've seen before, has been unlocked. Command it to access a doorway. I'm afraid I cannot say more. As Professor Fig cannot join you, he and I will, in time, see you back at the map chamber. Remember what you see.
We're going to need to understand how Ranrock's loyalists knew about a tower that once belonged to a keeper. For the moment, however, you've more important things to set your mind to. A reservoir of ancient magic, I believe?
Yes, sir.
Then I shall leave matters in your increasingly capable hands. That said, be careful.
I will, sir. I'll see you back in the map chamber. A reservoir of ancient magic. Downstairs, near the entry.
감사합니다.
네, 구독 감사합니다.
Revelio.
주어진 거는 없는지 한 번씩 확인하고 입장하기.
I've seen this before, in Gringotts and the restricted section. Revelio.
시각적으로 보이는 건 없고. 자, 봅시다. 일단 이것도 다 퍼즐이기 때문에 저희는 마법사의 생각을 위치로 딱 해서 이게 어떤 퍼즐일지 한 번씩 확인하고.
Impressive. That must have done something. Best have a look around.
주변을 둘러보라고 하니까 이제 퍼즐인데 설정 못했을 경우도 있고. 놓친 게 있다면 일단 가도 되겠지? 하고 갑니다. 이건 그냥 달려봅니까? 달려! 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 딱 봐도 수상한 동상이 4개.
More traces of ancient magic. Something must be different. These are never a welcome sight. At least I know what to expect this time. Protego! Confringo. Defender. Glacius. Flipendo. Confringo. Glacius. Potato. Confringo. What have the keepers planned for me?
일단 상자를 먹기 위해서는 가야 되는데 퍼즐이 봅니다. 생각을 해봐야지. 제한 시간 있다. 오, 전기 솔루션 빠져야 돼. 장비 솔루션 까닥하다고. 그럼 버려야지. 저렴한 거 버려. 안경 하나 버리고 안경 하나 버리고.
Revelio.
여기도 퍼즐이.
These look familiar.
일단 바꾸고. 아시오로 바꿔서.
Accio.
그 다음에 해야 될 게. 나 상자 먹고 싶은데? 그러면
Accio.
아, 뭐야? 장비술로 엥? 장비술로 이렇게 가득 찼네. 그러면 60짜리를 판다. 두 개 판다.
Accio. What did that burst of magic do? Perhaps I should examine things from both sides of the archway.
오, 전설?
The room changes when I move in and out of the archway. I can see a way out on one's more statues.
자, 전투 준비.
Confringo!
빨간 못 먹는 거 빨간.
Glaciers! Defendo!
아이 빨간.
Flipendo! Confringo! Glaciers! Flipendo! Glaciers! Flipendo! Flipendo! Defendo! Glaciers! Flipendo! Not making this easy on me.
그리고 어김없이 똑같이.
Revelio.
네.
Accio.
이거 여기가 아니야.
Accio.
얘를 끌어서 여기로 가야 되니까. 아, 여기 사라졌네.
What did that burst of magic change on both sides of the archway? Something must be different.
장비가 이렇게
I need to see how the run changes when I move in and out of the archway. Seems I ought to explore this archway from both sides.
다시 올라가서 땡기고
Accio! I'll never get used to these floors.
전투.
Flipendo! Defender! Glaciers! Confringo! Flipendo! Glaciers! Confringo! Defender! Glaciers! Flipendo! Confringo! Flipendo! Glaciers! Protego! Flipendo! Confringo! Defendo! Flipendo! Glaciers! Flipendo! Glaciers!
이거 그리고 아예
Levioso! Confringo! Levioso! Defender! Glaciers! Levioso! Confringo!
저 뒤에는 버스놓고 여기는 디핀도 배는 거 말고 그냥 샌디우는 아예 필요 없고 다른 게 낫겠다.
Accio! Accio! Now to see what's changed on each side of this archway. this.
Glacius, Levioso. Protego. Glacius. Levioso. Confringo. Depulso. Levioso. Confringo. Protego. Depulso. Confringo. Glacius. Levioso. Depulso. Glacius. Confringo. Levioso. Depulso. Glacius. Glacius. Depulso. Glacius. Confringo. Levioso. Depulso. Glacius. Confringo. Glacius. Depulso. Levioso. Confringo. Levioso. Glacius. 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 Depulso. Protego. Flipendo. Confringo. Glacius. Expelliarmus. Confringo. Flipendo. Glacius. Expelliarmus. Flipendo. Confringo. Glacius. Glacius. Expelliarmus. Flipendo. Revelio. Arresto momentum. Defendo. Confringo. Glacius. Protego. Arresto momentum. Glacius. Defendo. Confringo. Glacius. Confringo. Defendo. Arresto momentum. Glacius. Confringo. Glacius. Confringo. Arresto momentum. Defendo. Glacius.
What a relief. Another pensive.
또 정신으로 가득 찼어. 또 버려. 또 버려. 60짜리. 버려.
Revelio.
Your ability to transfigure the world around you is remarkable. What is it?
My father isn't getting better. I don't think he'll ever recover from the death of my brother.
It is agonizing to see those we love suffer.
The drought was years ago, but the pain of losing him is as deep for him now as if it had happened only yesterday. He doesn't need pretty pillars, he needs peace. What if I could help him, Professor?
You do so much for your father already.
It's not enough. I want to take away his pain.
It is tempting, I know, to use this magic that you're mastering to transfigure more than the physical world. But human emotion is a potent force unto itself. Even the most well-meaning and competent witch cannot possibly know the consequences of irrevocably manipulating it.
So I'm to watch as my father's pain destroys him.
It is not your pain to take. Every year, a student sees something sillier than I could ever imagine in their tea leaves. Oh, Miss Morgana, welcome back to Hogwarts, Professor.
That's going to take some getting used to. Professor Rickwood?
I was so pleased to hear that you'd accepted the position of Defense Against the Dark Arts, Professor.
Sit, Isadora. Tell us about your travels.
I was actually hoping that you and the others might join me at my home this evening. There's much I'd like to share with you.
That would be delightful. We shall let the others know.
Very well. I shall see you then.
Another memory. Now to find a way out of here. More crystallized stone. That must be the way back to the map chamber.
What have we here?
I'm a student at Hogwarts, sir. And this is Professor Fig.
Professor Charles Rookwood at your service. Has someone completed the first trial?
I have, Professor Rookwood. We saw you in the Pensive in Gringotts with Professor Rackham.
Indeed. So, you found the portkey to access Professor Rackham's vault, and you deciphered the map within the locket you found floating above that Pensive.
I did. I found something that I can't identify floating above the last Pensive.
Ah, yes. You will find a similar artifact in each trial. You must take care to keep them safe. You'll need them to complete the journey we have set forth for you. Once you have them all, we will tell you what to do with them.
Very well. Are you able to tell me anything about the next trial?
Before you proceed, I would like to speak with Charles regarding the urgent situation involving the goblins.
The goblins?
The student has seen traces of a powerful dark magic being wielded by goblin kind. They and their mentor, Professor Fig, not only encountered goblins lurking outside of Sanbakar's tower, they also encountered a powerful goblin in my vault at Gringotts.
I'm afraid it would be wise to halt the trials until we know more.
We shall defer to you in this matter, of course. Now then...
Wait, Professor. The name Rookwood. Do you think...
that there's a connection to Victor? Perhaps, but we can't be sure of its significance, if any. For now, tell me what you saw in the pensive.
Before the witch from the last pensive, Isadora, became a Hogwarts professor, she argued with Professor Rackham about using magic to remove pain.
Hopefully the next pensive provides more context. For now, we should learn what Ramrock knows. I will be honest, I've no idea where to start.
Actually, I might know of someone. I saw Serona at the Three Broomsticks speaking to a goblin once. They seemed friendly.
Well, it's worth a try. See what you can find out. Of course, don't forget...
My studies. Yes, sir.
Before you go...
Professor?
Have you encountered swirling traces of magic in the world? Aside from those along our path?
Not that I recall. What are they?
Evidence of the Keeper's efforts to manipulate the power of ancient magic during our time. If I am correct, and I usually am, you should be able to use them to inform and enhance your own magic.
Thank you, sir. I will look out for them. Revelio.
I hope you will come and see me about a pressing and highly confidential matter at your earliest convenience. I believe that we may be able to help each other.
Please see me after class once you have completed the tasks I've set for you. I would like to teach you Descendo, useful for pulling objects to the ground.
Welcome, everyone. I see you've already met some of the many beasts we study in this class. Though be advised, none of these creatures should be taken lightly. They are all in their own way dangerous, especially if one does not know how to handle them properly. Now, it seems many of you are out of practice. Let's take some time to review the basics of how to care for a beast, shall we? Miss Sweeting, would you please assist our new student with the lesson today?
Yes, Professor Howen. Hello, I'm Poppy Sweeting. Don't worry about Professor Howen's speech. She over-exaggerates sometimes. All the beasts in class are perfectly safe.
Oh! Miss Sweeting, pay attention, please. The tongue of a puffskein can be a slippery devil.
Yes, Professor. Here, you can practice on Gerald. Just keep an eye out for his tongue. You can use my brush. Just be gentle. Oh, and think pleasant thoughts. I like to think it enriches his experience. That's lovely. I'm sure he feels much better. I think he might be hungry. Would you mind giving beast feed? What do you suppose the pellets taste like to Gerald? Pudding, I like to think. I think we can safely say that Gerald likes you.
That's good news. He seems very nice.
He is. Kindness is one of his best qualities, right after ambition. And cleanliness.
Good work, everyone. Now, let's make our way to the pens and select another beast. And please, do be careful as you feed and groom them. Miss Sweeting, why don't you show our new student to the Neasels in the farthest pen?
This way. The Neasels are over here.
Oh, couple of Neasel whiskers ought to get me a few canuts at least. Enough to buy something from Honeydukes. Stupid thing.
What in Merlin's name are you doing?
Tuss peculiar Poppy. Worried about a worthless little rodent.
Her name is Persephone!
Her name is Persephone!
That's really not funny.
Let's go.
Those two don't belong anywhere near this class. Poachers in training. Persephone was onto them instantly. Thank you for your help. Let's carry on. Feed and brush the Neasels just as you did with Gerald. The Neasels really took to you. They know a good egg when they see one. As do I.
It appears our time has come to an end. Please close the pens and see yourselves out. Now, where is our new student? Ah, there you are. I would like a moment, please.
Hello, Professor. You wanted to speak with me?
I did. How did you find your first beasts lesson?
It was wonderful. I believe I'm really going to enjoy this class.
Good. You seem to understand that when beasts are properly controlled, they can play a vital role in our lives. Some provide us with magically imbued materials, if cared for correctly, which does not include torturing them for whiskers. Well done, by the way. Probably best to let me handle it next time.
Yes, Professor.
They're nearly as bad as the Savagers in Rookwood's poacher pack. Sadly, we're the ones who suffer, stumbling over dead beasts. Terrible waste of resources.
Surely the poachers can be brought to justice by someone. The Ministry, perhaps?
An optimistic idea. Now, why don't we focus on more immediate matters that we can control? Professor Weasley has asked that I prepare some assignments designed to help you catch up to the other 5th years. Be on the lookout for my owl. Meanwhile, I also encourage you to study as many beasts as you can on your own time.
Psst, psst, over here.
Do you need something, Poppy?
Thank you again for saying something to those brutes so that I didn't have to. You were an augury at noon in the desert.
I certainly hope that's a good thing.
It's something my gran and I say. It means that something or someone is a welcome surprise. At least, that's what we decided it meant.
I couldn't stand there and watch them harm the poor thing.
We're of a similar mind. Actually, in light of that, there's someone I'd like you to meet. In the forest.
You've intrigued me. Very well. Lead the way.
I'd hoped I would. I wouldn't take just anyone there. In fact, you're the first.
Really? Well, thank you, I think.
As I said, we think alike. Pleasant surprise. Quite the weather we're having, don't you think?
Poppy, where are you taking me?
It really is much better if I just show you. Don't worry, we're nearly there. It's just ahead. Stand back. Please meet Highwing. Isn't she just magnificent? Go on, introduce yourself to her. But be careful. You must always show hippogriffs the proper courtesy before you approach them. I knew it! I don't think I've ever seen a hippogriff take to someone this quickly. You can feed and brush her if you'd like. I come and check on her every once in a while. Bring her past. Tell her what's going on in the castle. You wouldn't know from looking at her, but she's a dreadful busybody. So, what did you think of Highwing?
I thought she was brilliant. Can't believe you introduced me to her.
I suspected you two might get along.
Are you the reason students have been seeing hippogriffs flying above the Forbidden Forest?
Perhaps. Did you know that once you earn a hippogriff's trust, they'll always be there for you? I've seen it firsthand with her.
How exactly did you and Highwing cross paths?
It's a longer story, but I rescued her from poachers a few years back. Got her to safety and, well, she was fine until recently. You may have noticed that poachers are something of a problem in the area, so I worry they could get her again. and I might not be there next time.
Professor Howen mentioned the poachers as well. She seemed to imply that we couldn't rely on the Ministry to help.
I don't often agree with Professor Howen, but on that, I fear she's right. The poachers' influence is growing. I see them every day in the village, lingering, talking to people. They're up to something. I'm just not sure what.
That does seem strange. Sounds as if they're planning something.
Exactly. I think I'm going to look into it. Find out what's going on. What they're doing.
I think that's a fine idea. Information is power.
And the more I know, the better I can keep Highwing safe.
You seem undeterred. Will you let me know what you find out?
Oh, very well. I will. I should be going, but we'll speak again soon, I hope.
다음 퀘스트. 알로무라 드디어.
Revelio. Hello again, Mr. Moon.
Oh, I was hoping to see you again, my young friend. Gladwin Moon, Hogwarts caretaker, at your service. First, please allow me to apologise if I seemed a bit unsteady when we last met. I'm afraid I had a rather disconcerting encounter. Although I hear your visit to Hogsmeade was even more eventful than mine.
I suppose you could call it eventful. I certainly wasn't expecting a troll attack.
Oh, of course not. From what I understand, the village was lucky you were there. In fact, my recent visit to Hogsmeade is the reason I was hoping to bump into you. I could use your help with something. Do you see that curious statue over there? Watch what happens when that light changes from day to night. Now, if you wouldn't mind humouring me for a moment, see if you can remove the moon from the statue. Ooh, odd little contraptions, aren't they? It seems the statue vanishes once the moon is removed, which, incidentally, can only be done at night. Why don't you hold on to that one for now, and I'll explain more as we walk. Ever since that fateful day in the village, those curious statues have begun appearing about the castle. A fair number have been strewn around Hogsmeade. Someone, it seems, is trying to torment me. You see, that day in Hogsmeade, I turned a corner and came face to face with a boggart, or shapeshifter, if you will, which takes the form of whatever scares you most. This one took the form of a demiguise.
A demiguise?
Yes! Terrifying creature that can see the future. Wholly unnerving. I encountered one when I was a lad in Korea. Terrible experience. Those statues are demiguises. The moons, I assume, are an uninspired play on my name. Some jackanapes used a boggart to learn my greatest fear and use it against me. I have my suspicion as to the scoundrel or scoundrels responsible. It is my hope that they will slip up and reveal themselves as the statues disappear. That is why I need your help in removing the statues.
Why me?
A couple of reasons, frankly. First, your daring do against those trolls in Hogsmeade has gained you a reputation for fearlessness. Second, as macabre and hideous as a demiguise is, most would find my fear of them unwarranted. You, however, have seen how they affect me. I'm at my wit's end, young friend. I simply can't bring myself to go near them. In fact, I know of 2 statues right here in the faculty tower. Perhaps you could start simply by removing them, so I can go about my evening duties.
I'd be glad to help you, Mr. Moon.
Oh, I knew I could count on you. First, you know how to cast a disillusionment charm, correct? You'll want to do that before wandering the tower at night. Next, you'll notice that the door is locked. However will you get in? Alahomora, that's how.
But what about curfew?
Curfew? Oh, tosh. I sense you're a bit like me when I was your age. Oh, the school was my oyster. And I took advantage of it. Oh, everyone loved me for it. Oh, those were the days. Now, you'll find one statue in the prefect's bathroom and the other in the hospital wing. Good luck. Oh, and thank you.
주문을 시전하기는 커맨드 원 스페이스 F 왼쪽 오른쪽 시작
Alohomora.
당근이 풀릴 때까지 돌려라.
Well done! You're in. Remember, use a disillusionment charm so no one claps eyes on you. This is a restricted area of the castle, after all.
투영 나와. 리벨리오.
Revelio.
Rather poorly, I'd say.
Is that so?
We're raising a generation of
Revelio. This must be the prefect's bathroom.
the Ministry would allow them to have wands. One of those goblins comes near me, I'll hand him his... Anyway, I'm not afraid of a goblin medallion. My marks in Professor Hecat's class are superb.
Revelio.
I think that's what that class is for. She's right. Why don't you leave goblins alone, troll?
Hello, Hamora.
정동으로 가야 되는데.
Revelio.
Not at the moment, no. Plenty of other perils and pitfalls to send them my way, though. Well, I suppose I should begin my rounds now.
Hufflepuff? Ravenclaw?
I know when I see a winning bet, and Ravenclaw would not have been that. Not this year, anyway.
I'm partial to Hufflepuff myself.
I thought I heard something. For Hufflepuff, I was finally going to learn the Quidditch rules. How's that?
If there ever is one.
I suppose you should.
사용 불가인데요.
Revelio. 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 Aloha Mora. Revelio. Revelio. Hello, Hamora. Hello, Mr. Moon. I have the moons you asked me to collect.
Oh, goodness! You're as fearless as I'd hoped. An excellent start. If we can collect more, it may shed some light on who's behind all this. Of course, I first suspected Peeves. He drove the previous caretaker, Rancorous Carp, to an early retirement with his intolerable buffoonery. But that does not explain the boggart in Hogsmeade, does it? No. I am determined, with your help, to discover the identity of my tormentor.
It's definitely intriguing. I'd like to help you solve this mystery.
You, my friend, are a gentle person and a scholar, and I have something to offer in exchange for your assistance. Now, remember, the moons are only retrievable at night. Thus, I encourage you to use a disillusionment when necessary.
Understood. I shall keep an eye out.
I appreciate that. Oh, and I knew you were the one to ask for help.
장비를 또
Keep at it so we can solve this mystery.
됐습니까? 이제 디펄소 세이브룸 스틱에서 실온나와 대화하세요.
Revelio.
알로 호무라를 배웠기 때문에 잠긴 문을 다 열 수 있지.
Alohomora. Revelio. 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 Lumos.
여기 어디 있을 건데? 여기 있는 거 같은데?
Alohomora. Revelio.
Can't thank you enough for helping to save the village from... Hello there. Nice to see you.
Hello, Miss Ryan. I wanted to thank you again for your help with Rookwood and Harlow the day of the troll attack.
Sirona, please. And I was happy to help. Oh, those two are nothing but trouble. Glad you and your friend were here when they found you.
I am too. You were speaking to a goblin here that day.
Yes, Lodgok. He's a friend.
It seems as though you were on good terms with him.
I've known him for years. We met when I was waiting tables here as a student, well before I bought the place. He was cordial enough, but we weren't friends then. His mistrust of wizard kind ran deep.
But you're friends now?
We are. Hadn't seen him in years when he came in a few months ago. But he recognized me instantly, which is more than I can say for some of my own classmates. Took them a second to realize I was actually a witch, not a wizard. Not all goblins are like Ranrock and his loyalists. Lodgok is as worried as the rest of us about what's been going on.
In that case, I'd like to talk with him, about Ranrock in particular. Where might I find him?
I assume your interest is to do with the rumors I've heard about Ranrock working with our friend Rookwood.
It is.
If he's not here, you might find him doing business at the Hog's Head. He's a trusted metal trader. You should mention that we spoke. He can, understandably, be wary of witches and wizards, even ones as young as you. That said, if you're looking for information on Ranrock to help rein him in, you'll find an ally in Lodgok.
Have you heard what Ranrock and Rookwood are working on together?
Not much more than the fact that they seem to have some sort of uneasy alliance. Friendship between wizards and goblins is rare enough, but between those two, they each want something the other has. I can guarantee it. That said, I fear they're like a two-headed serpent. Both will need to be taken down to stop whatever scheme they've been plotting.
You seemed unfazed by Rookwood and Harlow the other day. They don't scare you.
They're bullies. Plain and simple. Never tolerated them in my own life, and certainly won't tolerate them going after my friends. Don't misunderstand me. They're dangerous wizards and shouldn't be trifled with. They should, however, be confronted and reminded, whenever possible, that the rest of us have each other's backs.
Thank you, Sirona.
If you find Lodgok, please give him my best. I don't know what you've done to make such powerful enemies, but please, watch your back.
Revelio. Aloha Mora. Revelio. Revelio.
Oh, now, don't be stingy.
You too, Amit.
Welcome to the Hog's Head. Any empty seat is yours.
Can I help you with something?
Hello, Lodgok. Sirona said I might find you here.
She did she? Did she send you with news?
No, actually, I wanted to speak with you. It's about Ranrock.
Now I remember. The 3 broomsticks. Day of the troll attack. You're the student he's after.
I am, and I need to know what he and his loyalists are up to so I can stay a step ahead.
let's say I did know. Why should I trust you?
Sirona trusts me, and she thought our interests may be aligned.
Well, if Sirona trusts you, very well. I may know of something that could help us both. A way to get Ranrock to confide his plans to me.
I'm listening.
Years ago, a heinous witch stole a sacred goblin relic. Rumor has it that it now rests in her sarcophagus, in a tomb accessible only by wizard kind. Ranrock and I had a falling out a while back. The relic could well repair the chasm between us.
Very well. I'll retrieve the relic if you promise to share Ranrock's plans with me.
We will have to trust each other. I, that you will not abscond with the relic, and you, that I'll share what I learn. Gather whatever supplies you may need, and meet me near the witch's tomb.
수집가의 동굴 한잔 마시고
I could use some gold.
바로 뒤에서 쭉 그리고 위로
Lumos. I'm ready.
Good. There's no time to lose.
What precisely is the relic I'm to retrieve?
A valuable heirloom known as the Helmet of Urtgott. The witch considered herself a collector and purchased the helmet as a trinket. She cared not what pain she caused the goblins. Goblins believe that the rightful owner of any object is its maker, not its purchaser.
Wizard kind see things differently. It's a wonder goblins and wizards have ever been able to work together.
The differences between our kinds are myriad.
They seem to be.
It may surprise you to know that I do not believe those differences always to be insurmountable. It is the reason I find myself traveling with you to this tomb today.
날이 밝아지네. 이것만 채집하고
Arresto momentum. Glaciers. Confringo. Defendo.
잠깐 쟤는 열렸으니까 주변 적들까지
Ah, and there it is. The witch's tomb.
Dreadful looking place, isn't it?
I wish you luck retrieving the helmet. As a wand carrier, you should have an advantage. Now, before you set off, do you have any questions?
What about this helmet makes it so special?
The helmet of Urtkot is an ancient and storied relic, forged during a time of unity among the goblin clans. It inspired greatness, that is, until it was no longer ours. Then it became something else. A symbol of what has been lost, of all that wizard kind has taken from us. Reclaiming it would mean a great deal to goblin kind, and to Ranrock. He would be grateful to me should I return it.
It seems Ranrock and Rookwood are conspiring. Why would that be?
I had heard this. When the dark-hearted conspire, they seldom make their full intentions clear to one another. I can only speculate, but I imagine their alliance is uneasy and quite fragile. Let us hope that ours is less so.
Don't suppose you have any idea what could be waiting for me inside the tomb?
Considering a dark witch was involved, I suppose there's a chance you may encounter the Dark Protectors, known as Inferi. The foul creatures thrive on darkness and the cold. Vanquish them with light, force, and most effectively fire.
It all seems clear to me now that we're here.
I do hope our alliance proves fruitful. Again, I wish you luck. I will remain here, eagerly awaiting your return. Please, be careful.
Revelio! It's sealed. Lumos. Moths. Curious. Revelio. Merlin's beard.
이거 더 좋은 거네.
Revelio. This can't be the witch's tomb. Likely I need to go further. Lumos.
Reparo. Reparo.
Perhaps a spell will open this door.
Confringo. Depulso. Arresto momentum.
좀 불편하긴 하다. 이게 낫다.
Lumos.
어쩐지 계속 슬롯이 바뀌는
Revelio. Lumos. Revelio.
I have a feeling I'm not alone here.
언데드?
Confringo. Glaciers. Arresto momentum. Protego. Confringo. God, these are very horrible. Glaciers. Arresto momentum. Glaciers. Defendo. Confringo. Glaciers. Arresto momentum. Confringo. Glaciers. Arresto momentum. Confringo. Defendo. Revelio. Cabolso.
이것도 높은 거네. 살 것 같고.
Revelio. Lumos.
If I could power it somehow, it looks like it could be rotated.
Lumos. Revelio.
Need to get that platform closer. But how?
Revelio. Wingardium Leviosa. Accio. Wingardium Leviosa.
What's that hanging there? Looks precarious.
Revelio.
파란색도 버려야겠다 이제.
Levioso. Levioso. Accio. Wingardium Leviosa. Levioso. Accio. Wingardium Leviosa. Levioso.
아이고.
Accio. Defender.
Down I go. No other way.
Oh! Revelio. Confringo. Arresto Momentum. Confringo. Confringo. Defender. Arresto Momentum. Confringo. Defender. Glacius. Revelio. Lumos. Accio. Depulso.
아유 너무 올렸네.
Lumos.
This looks even more complex.
Depulso. Lumos. Depulso.
야, 딱 장비가 너무 빠듯하네. 파란색도 뿌려야 돼.
Revelio. Lumos. Expulso! Lumos. Depulso. Lumos.
The witch's final resting place. Lodgok said the helmet was in her sarcophagus. A dead Ashwinder. Your compatriots must have made off with the helmet. Lodgok won't like this.
Revelio.
Better show this to Lodgok. There must be some sort of mechanism for this doorway. Lodgok, the sarcophagus had been raided. I found no helmet, only a dead Ashwinder.
Damn! They got here first. We need to get it before Rookwood uses it to further ingratiate himself to Ranrock. I saw one of their campsites not far from here, but I fear you must go in alone. My fighting days are behind me.
I'll head there now.
Good. There's no time to lose. Get to that helmet before Rookwood does, or we will lose our chance at any leverage, no matter how small, with Ranrock. To think those wretched thieves have their hands on such a relic.
Let's get this over with, shall we? I have things to do.
There they are, the Ashwinders.
You've made a grave mistake.
Expulso!
You will pay for that.
Potato! Insist! You're going to regret that.
I'll have taken your life before you even realize it.
Expulso! 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 You dare slay one of my own! You will! Expulso!
굿. 이제 빠이 잘가.
Revelio. That's it.
This is for Rookwood!
아이고 불쌍하네.
A lamb to the slaughter.
No!
그거는 못 먹겠다. 아, 이걸 이길 수 있을 것 같은데? 좀 잘하네?
Confringo! Arresto momentum. Defendo! Confringo! Glacius! Arresto momentum. Protego! Glacius! Confringo!
오케이. 이제부터 뭐야? 안 먹은 거 없나 이제?
Revelio!
다 먹었나? 아 여기 있네? 이게 뭐야? 아이.
Wonder if I'm safe to explore in there. I retrieved the helmet from the Ashwinders.
Well done! This is sure to impress Ranrock. The helmet shines even more brightly than I imagined. The etchings, the contour of the profile, remarkable.
It looks stunning, Lodgok. I see why you wanted it back.
You did the thieves a service by recovering it. I know many a goblin who would have killed for it.
Ah, then I'm glad to be rid of it myself.
Thank you. This should earn Ranrock's trust. I will take it to him immediately. It may distract him from his search.
His search?
It is merely an inkling. You have impressed me greatly, friend. I am glad that I trusted you. We shall speak soon. Best to keep our arrangement quiet for now. Many will not believe that our aims might possibly be aligned.
그다음에 공중 뜬 적에게 뒷벌써.
Hello, friend. I wonder if you might stop by the Three Broomsticks when you can. I would like your help with something.
As I mentioned, my sister Anne misses Hogwarts, and she hasn't been herself lately. I'd like to take you up on your promise to visit.
Revelio.
So I'll look forward to seeing you there. It's just south of Hogwarts. By the way, hope you're faring well with the casting curse. It's still one of my favorites.
Levioso, Depulso.
And its beast's class have asked deeds to assist you in using the room to further your studies in that.
Sega! Fendo. Glacier. Arresto Momentum. Sentio. Daffino. Expulso. Potato. Ice. Come now. You're in Glacier. Expulso. Arresto Momentum. Protego! Too slow! Confringo! Are you even trying? Glacier! Defender! I'd better keep an eye on high places around the school for Zenobia's gobstones.
Ironically, I didn't see ahead of time how bored I'd be in divination class.
What do we have here?
I hope those assignments were challenging enough for you.
I've completed all of my tasks, Professor Onai.
Very well done. Although I must admit, I did have something of a premonition that you would follow through. Now, as you have no doubt sharpened your perception by completing my assignment, I am curious. based upon the knowledge that one's present and even one's past may reveal traces of what is to come. What do you see in your own future?
힘이 보인다.
I see good things. After all, the future's mine for the taking, and I shall take what I must.
The future is not etched in stone. It can be carved out by those with very strong wills, and you do seem to possess one. But this talk of tomorrow should not divert us from your present success. I shall inform our good deputy headmistress of your exemplary performance. And if that performance is any omen of what your future may hold, then I, for one, see great things. Channel your magic towards your targets.
주문을 시전하기 전 커맨드를 먼저 확인. 스페이스 F 오른쪽 왼쪽. 시작. 스페이스 왼쪽. 한번 봐주고.
You have it! Now, why not practice the new spell on the training dummy?
Descendo!
Excellent! I think you have it.
Revelio!
At some point, you must stop preparing and put your newly honed skills to the test outside of the classroom.
이렇게 할 수도 있고.
Leviosa! Arresto momentum! Descendo!
이러면 뇌진탕 아니야? 이거는 뇌진탕 수준인데?
I'd better keep an eye on high places around the school for Zenobia's gobstones.
Deke. Ah, Deke is so happy to see you. Deke noticed this bag in the room the other day. You must need it to help with your schoolwork. Deke has seen one of these before. Deke calls it a knapsack. Perfect for gathering and transporting beasts. Pleasant little breeze.
I have been thinking about something Professor Howin said in Beasts class, that I should study as many beasts as I can on my own time. She also mentioned that poachers have been active in the area. So, perhaps the beasts will be safer with us than out on their own.
Precisely what Deke was thinking. You see, the room knew exactly what you needed, and luckily, Deke can show you how to best use the knapsack and where. Come along, then. Our first stop will be beyond the castle grounds. We can leave now, or you can come and find Deke when you're ready to go.
잠깐만. 퇴진만 하고 갈게.
I'm ready to learn how to use the knapsack.
Perfect! Deke loves an outing. was a dark time in Deke's life. Deke found himself in service of the cruelest wizard he ever met. A nasty poacher. Deke hated working for him. He did horrible things to beautiful beasts. Oh. It was during those days that Deke first saw a knapsack. It'll be nice to see one used for good. We have arrived. Deke enjoys coming here to watch the beasts, especially the potful of puffskeins nearby. It will be nice to keep them safe. All you will need to do is get close, direct the open knapsack toward the puffskein, and in it'll go. All right.
쿠키몬? 키를 넣은 다음에 포획가 빵을 여세요. 재능 포인트 없고. 자, 포획 가방. 이건 내 거야.
You got one.
이건 내 거야.
Settle yourself. I mean you no harm.
다 잡아. 이건 내 거야.
Do cooperate, won't you? I'll look after you. Now, I'm only trying to help.
여기다. 여기 온다.
Everything's all right now.
넌 내 거야.
I managed to rescue a puffskein.
You can rescue as many as the knapsack will hold. Poachers capture puffskeins and, well, Deke isn't sure what they do with them. Deke is certain they will be safer with you. Now, not all beasts will be as simple to rescue as a puffskein. Deke suggests you next find a beast that can fly. A jobberknoll, perhaps.
All right. Where would I find one?
Deke knows of some to the west, nesting in a large tree overlooking Hogwarts. But we must be careful. Deke has seen poachers in the area recently. Deke will meet you there whenever you're ready.
Confringo. Levioso. Protego. Descendo. Arresto momentum. Levioso. Confringo. Descendo. came none too soon. Ugh.
Hello, Deke. Shall we continue? Oh, good. Deke was worried about you, what with all the poachers in the area. Perhaps we should work quickly. The jobberknolls are just here, in this large tree. If it's helpful, Deke has seen Levioso used to slow flying beasts. Easier to get in close and use the knapsack.
Okay. Then I shall go and rescue a jobberknoll.
Good luck. Deke will be waiting.
수영 마법? 레비오사?
No need to be difficult. I mean no harm. Leviosa. There, I'm not going to hurt you.
Levioso!
Settle yourself. I mean you no harm. Professor Howard will never believe this.
잡아. 어딨어? 높이.
Levioso!
I'll look after you.
인가? 끝인가 보네.
I rescued a jobberknoll. Deke hopes your jobberknoll finds the knapsack nice and cozy. Poachers want them for their feathers, and are not kind when they gather them.
Are there any other beasts nearby?
Just one that Deke knows of, a herd of moon calves. They live in a clearing of trees up this footpath. Deke will see you there.
Hello, Deke. Is this the clearing you mentioned?
It is. Moon calves gather near the large tree with the spiral pattern in front, but only under the light of the moon. So, unfortunately, unless you have a way to hasten time, you might sometimes have to wait until nightfall to see them.
I shall go and find a mooncalf then.
Deke will be waiting for your return.
알았어. 자, 여긴가?
No, you don't.
Levioso!
Everything's all right now. Going to hurt you. Leviosa. Leviosa. Settle yourself. I mean you no harm.
Levioso!
Professor Howard will never believe this. Leviosa. Do cooperate, won't you?
그냥 잡는다.
I'll look after you. It was a bit trickier than the others, but I have a mooncalf now.
Another beast, safe and sound. Shame we didn't see the mooncalves dancing. It's a marvelous sight. Deke supposes you're finished here. He'll be able to rescue many more beasts, but for now, let's bring the ones you've gathered back to the room.
All right.
Deke will meet you back in the room whenever you're ready. There you are. Now, we need to show the beast you rescued their new home. But, not enough room to let them out here. Imagine all those beasts running amok. That wouldn't do at all. Perhaps if you focus on what your beasts need, the room will provide. What exactly did you think of? Heavens! You've done it!
But what is it?
Deke isn't sure. Only one way to find out. Meet you inside when you're ready. Look at this. It's amazing.
Where are we, Deke?
It seems to be a place for your beasts to live, a vivarium of some sort. Oh, your beasts will be quite comfortable here. They'll live healthy, safe lives. Perhaps you want to release them, let them see their new home.
특이한 색깔.
Deke thinks the vivarium will be a fitting new home for your beasts.
Indeed. I only hope we'll have enough space for all of them.
Deke hopes so too. But if you do run out of room, Madam Peck at Brood and Peck in Hogsmeade will help to find safe homes for them.
Any beasts that the room can't hold?
Yes, she's well known for helping to care for beasts in need, and she'll give you a fair price for them. Speaking of care, beasts that are well fed and groomed will provide you with valuable magical materials, such as puffskein hair, for example. If you gather some magical materials from your beasts, Deke can show you how to use them.
Very well. I shall let you know when I have some. Hello, Deke. I have some questions for you.
What do you need to know?
모든 동물이 재료를 만들 수 있니?
Will all of my beasts produce magical materials?
Only a happy beast will produce such materials. Simply use the skills you learned in beast class. Feeding your beast or grooming them with a brush will make them happier.
Thank you. I'll get back to collecting materials.
Wonderful. Good luck.
Hello, Deke. I have some questions for you.
What do you need to know?
Thank you. I'll get back to collecting materials.
Wonderful. Good luck.
I've collected some magical materials, Deke.
Now, Deke can show you how to use them. First, you'll need to use this spellcraft to conjure an enchanted loom.
An enchanted loom?
Exactly. It will allow you to use your magical materials to weave magic into the very threads of your clothing, making your clothing more useful in a variety of ways. Why don't you try it? Deke thinks you'll be impressed with what the loom can do.
I'll go and experiment with the loom now.
속성을 추가하고
Came out nicely. I should show Deke. I use the enchanted loom, Deke.
Wonderful.
Will I be able to weave even more powerful magic into my clothing with the loom?
You will, by rescuing even more powerful beasts. For now, however, Deke suggests you explore the vivarium and get to know the beasts you've already rescued.
Thank you for your help, Deke.
세바스찬 만나기. 아이고, 3개. 여기까지 가야 되니까. 따라서 삥 돌아가야 되는데. 삥 돌아서. 아, 이거 찍고 갈까?
Your life ends here.
You'll enjoy your time in Irondale.
There's no telling what lies in wait for me in there.
Oh, nice to see you here.
바로 턴 해서 여기로.
Myself doing this sort of thing forever, though. Fancy I'll have my own operation work.
Hogwarts is very lucky they've got protection.
No more happy.
One less humour to worry about.
턴. 여기 찍고.
Now you should be able to travel to and from Feldcroft in an...
You made it.
Enjoying the view?
Keeping an eye on things. Feldcroft isn't what it used to be. No one has felt safe here since Ranrock's loyalists took a peculiar interest in that castle over there. Rookwood Castle. My uncle Solomon is a former Auror and refuses to look into it, even after Anne was cursed by one of them. Possibly with a wand, no less.
I heard a goblin refer to wizard kind as wand carriers. Are goblins forbidden from carrying wands?
Precisely. That's why I'm on the hunt for answers. If I'm to cure her, I need to understand what happened to her. Anne was always the most mischievous of the three of us. Which is saying something, knowing me and ominous. I'm hoping a surprise visit from me and a new friend from Hogwarts will help lift her spirits. Bring back the Anne I used to know. Come on. I'll take you to my uncle's. This way. Feldcroft used to be a lot livelier. With Ranrock's lot wandering about all the time, everyone stays out of sight. Here we are. My sister... Just inside.
Aha! Sebastian, where did you...
Is that what I think it is?
We've been over this, boy.
Hey.
Shrivelfigs cannot reverse a curse. Nothing can. The sooner you accept that reality, the better.
But we haven't tried everything.
There is no cure! When will you accept that?
Never. I can never accept it.
Now look what you've done.
I'm sorry.
Leave.
I'm sorry you had to see that. If you don't mind, I just need a moment alone.
Poor Sebastian. Not the visit he'd hoped for.
I'm sorry about earlier. Those bouts of pain are difficult to bear.
Are you all right, Anne? I didn't mean to intrude.
You didn't, truly. And I'm all right. The pain from this curse comes in bouts, and often suddenly. It's not anyone's fault. It's nice to meet you, by the way. You must be the new 5th year Sebastian told me about.
I am. Sebastian and I met during a rather lively duel in Defense Against the Dark Arts.
Oh dear, Professor Hecat. She's a powerful witch. And she knows how to keep students like my brother, and me, in line. I do miss Hogwarts, but I wouldn't mind being in Feldcroft, really, if it wasn't so dreary now. Between the goblins at the castle and my uncle fighting with Sebastian whenever he's home, it's not the cozy retreat it once was.
Sebastian mentioned something about your uncle being an ex-Auror, but refusing to go after Ranrock's loyalists. I must say, I wasn't prepared for him to be as angry as he was.
Uncle Solomon is frustrated by what happened to me, and by Sebastian for thinking he can fix it. They both mean well, I know they do, but my uncle is right. This curse cannot be undone. I can feel it. Sebastian cannot take away my pain. Perhaps you can help him to understand that.
I'll do my best. I can promise to speak with him about it.
Thank you. His search for a cure is futile, I'm afraid. I'm getting tired. I should probably rest. Thank you for stopping by. I wish you well.
That boy will fray my last nerve.
Excuse me, Mr. Sallow.
Oh, yes, Sebastian's friend. I apologize on behalf of my nephew. He doesn't know when to stop. I was about to check on Anne. Did I see you come from the house? How is she?
She's all right. She said she was going to rest.
Nothing can be done for her.
It could be that you've not yet discovered the cure.
Ah, you sound like Sebastian, thinking you know better than the healers at St. Mungo's.
Perhaps the healers don't know everything, sir. Sebastian is single-mindedly focused on finding a way to help his sister. If there is a cure, he will find it.
Your faith in Sebastian is misplaced. Some sort of dark magic cursed Anne, and the goblins aren't likely to explain themselves anytime soon. Giving her hope is cruel. The only thing to do now is keep Anne comfortable and stay out of the loyalists' way.
With all due respect, sir, hope could keep Anne's spirits up.
You may mean well, but I know what's best for Anne and Sebastian. They are my stubborn brother's children. Especially Sebastian. If you really want to be of help, you'll make sure Sebastian does what he should do, not what he wants to do. He's no idea the harm he could do if he doesn't stop. I hope you remember what I've said. Good day.
I ought to see how Sebastian's faring.
Why will he not listen to me? She's my sister.
How are you doing, Sebastian?
You got a first-hand glance at what I'm dealing with. I apologize for my uncle.
I'll admit, I wasn't expecting him to be so angry.
He's always angry. He's been angry since my parents died. After Anne was hurt, he only grew worse. It's as though he blames me somehow, always calling me my father's son, as if that's an insult. I'm the one trying to help her. He's simply given up.
Both Anne and your uncle seem genuinely convinced that nothing more can be done for her.
I refuse to believe that. Anne's pain is more than physical. It has changed her entirely. I miss my sister. And I'm going to get her back. Come with me. I need to show you where it happened. Ranrock's loyalists are capable of so much more than people realize. They should not be underestimated. All the debris you'll see is from whatever's going on at that abandoned estate. They've been digging for something. Up there, on that plateau, is where they cursed Anne. This way.
How much longer are we expected to dig through this rubble? Ramrock knows what he's doing. It's an honor to be a part of it.
Descendo. Arresto momentum. Defendo. Descendo.
Someone's here.
Arresto momentum. Defendo.
When do you think you give up?
No!
I won't bet. You've made your last mistake.
Descendo. Arresto momentum. Bingo. Confringo.
I won't rest. Over here.
Confringo. Arresto momentum. Descendo. Bingo.
I won't rest.
Confringo.
This is where you will fail.
Descendo. Arresto momentum. Confringo. Descendo.
Showing off, are we?
Arresto momentum. Confringo.
I confess, that was a bit more than I'd bargained for. I tried to warn you.
Those loyalists deserved what they got.
Couldn't agree more. This is where it happened. We smelled smoke in the middle of the night. When we looked outside, flames were shooting from the estate. Before my uncle and I could stop her, Anne rushed out, racing towards the fire, worried someone had been hurt. She came face to face with a horde of goblins, frantically trying to stamp out the flames. Suddenly, an icy voice drifted out from somewhere in the smoke. Children should be seen and not heard. A blinding blast followed. They didn't even give her a chance to run.
It seems an awfully violent response to a child wandering by. What were they trying to hide?
My thoughts exactly. It may be grasping at Billywigs, but I keep thinking that there might be something here that could lead me to whoever cursed Anne. Might be the only way to learn what type of magic harmed her, which could help me find a cure.
Perhaps you're right. The loyalists are everywhere, but they do seem to be spending a lot of time here, and it's likely they're hiding something.
And at Rookwood Castle. Shall we have a look around? They seem to have set up camp here for a specific reason. They have stations for everything.
Revelio.
I've heard that goblin dig sites like these are popping up everywhere.
It's a wonder the Ministry isn't doing more.
Revelio.
Always armed and ready for a fight, Ranrock's loyalists. Revelio. Whose home was this?
Been abandoned long since I've lived here. Rumour was a Hogwarts professor lived here once, centuries ago. But that's all I ever heard. It might be worth taking a closer look at the house itself.
Revelio. Sebastian, over here. Do you think that this was damaged by the fire the night that Anne was cursed?
Could be. But it looks to me as though this was intentional.
Revelio. This well looks familiar. Sebastian, I've seen this before. This house, the well, the view.
What do you mean? When?
Give me a moment. I'll explain in a second. Sebastian, this house did belong to a Hogwarts professor, hundreds of years ago.
Who? What do you—
I found a pensive that day in the restricted section with a memory that showed this house. There was a little girl and a drought. The keepers have shown me other memories as well. The girl became a Hogwarts professor. Her name was Isadora Morganach. She was one of the keepers.
The keepers? Like in Quidditch? And you found a pensive in the library? I'm not following you.
I realise it's a lot to take in. I'm not even sure I understand it all yet. And no, not like Quidditch. They call themselves keepers because they're protecting some type of knowledge. It has to do with the vault at Gringotts.
Let me see if I've got this straight. You have Ranrock and Rookwood after you because of something you found at Gringotts where you ended up via a port key. You can see traces of an ancient magic that you think Ranrock is trying to harness. And now you've been witnessing memories left by keepers. Oh, and this house belonged to a Hogwarts professor who was one of these non-Quidditch keepers hundreds of years ago. If I didn't know you, I'd think you were pulling my leg.
It is all a bit much, isn't it, when you put it like that? The point is, we both have good reason to search this house. You for answers about what happened to Anne, and me for answers about the keepers.
Look at this.
Revelio. Someone piled this here for a reason. Is it blocking something?
Only one way to find out.
Compulso!
Huh, a stairwell.
Revelio.
Why bother blocking a stairwell?
There might be something here worth a closer look.
They've left all of this simply strewn about. Tells me they're after something bigger.
Seems these journal entries are from Isadora's travels. Revelio. A journal entry of Isadora's. I should hold on to this.
Capulso! Revelio.
Lumos.
Confringo. Revelio.
You're not going to believe this. I can see the Undercroft.
What? A daydream? Because that happens to me too.
I know it sounds strange, but...
Honestly, nothing you say sounds strange to me anymore.
Fair enough. I can see the Undercroft through this stone wall, as though it's a window. This has happened before.
I'm listening.
I think it's to do with my ability to see traces of ancient magic.
But you said you didn't really understand it, and that you couldn't wield it.
That's true, and I'm still not sure what it all means. What I do know is that my ability allows me to travel through these windows I see.
Wait. We can get straight to the Undercroft from here. Ominous will be flawed.
We can. But perhaps best not to tell anyone else about this for now. Even Ominous.
Understood. Well then, invisible, secret, ancient magic passageway? Here we come. I'm tempted to hold my breath. Why would the door lead us here?
Sebastian, look. Why hide a triptych here?
Seems as if something's missing.
A note? Let's have a look.
Anything helpful in the note?
A rune symbol. I've seen similar symbols used by the keepers.
I've been thinking. A keeper lived in that house centuries ago, and Ranrock and his lot have been searching there. You said that goblins may be wielding some form of this ancient magic. Do you think Anne was cursed by ancient magic?
I can't be sure, of course, but I don't think so. I didn't see any traces of it around your sister.
Very well. But that doesn't mean it's not ancient magic. There's still so much we don't know about it.
True. Perhaps this triptych will lead us to answers.
Then we'll have to unravel what this all means. But now I need to see Ominous. Don't worry, I won't tell him anything. Did I mention that, apparently, Salazar Slytherin had a secret scriptorium here, in Hogwarts?
You did not? Sounds worth looking into. Any idea where in the castle?
No idea. Ominous just learned of it. I'll let you know what I find out. I had no idea our visit to Sian would unfold into all of this. My head's an utter mess. But I'm glad you told me everything you did. I'll be in touch. Till then.
Revelio.
자, 그러면 지금 저녁 6시가 되었기 때문에
Meet me near the ruins of Falbaton Castle. After dark. Do not tell anyone.
방송을 일단 종료하고 저녁 7시 30분 또는 8시 이후에 다시 2부를 방송을 하는 거로 하겠습니다. 일단 방송은 종료하고 이따가 2부에서 다시 봐요. 빠이.